Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Paulie Jr. here, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included by Clay Entertainment. This is out on Steam. It just came out of early access on July 30th, 2019. I'm actually recording this a couple of days ahead of that launch, but I have been given this copy of the game by Clay, and also it is a sponsored video as well by Clay to promote it and share it with you guys here on the channel. So that's what we're going to do. And again, I'll put a link down below in the description. You can check it out for yourself. It's $24.99, at least at the time of this recording. It is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And it's a single-player colony builder. Now, I have played this on my channel, I don't know, maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, back in early access. So I'm very curious to see how it has changed. I did play a quick test game, got to the second day, didn't get very far. There's a lot of new stuff, and it's really, really fun. So, without further ado, let's jump in and get started. So, we have to choose a game mode here. We have survival and no sweat. We're going to go with survival. That's how we roll. It's a little bit more challenging, I believe. And now we have a destination to choose. So, back in the old days of early access, there was only one world map, and that was Terra. So, basically, we're going to land on an asteroid. We have to live within the asteroid. Terra was the only one. Now we have all these new ones here. We got Oceania, Rime, Verdante, otherwise known as Verdant, Arborea, a volcanic asteroid, Badlands, Iridio, and Oasis. And each one of these gives you a survival chance, recommendation or warning, I guess. And there's a slim chance there. We're not going to do that. We're going to go back to Verdant, which has a likely chance of survival, because we do obviously have to keep our little duplicates alive and happy and healthy and not mutilating one another or dying due to hazardous conditions and so forth. So now this is a procedurally generated world based on a seed, and you can share that seed with friends, and you can play the same world if you like, and you get these features that are randomized. If you want, you can actually go into game settings and customize disease, morale, got all kinds of stuff here. I'm going to leave these at default because I'm not really sure how they impact the gameplay, and I don't want a super hard challenge. I think we just want to play casually and have some fun here and show you guys the game. So yeah, let me just run through some seeds here and see if I like something catches my eye. Alright, here we go. This looks good. We have large glaciers, which are huge chunks of primordial ice captured in the world. We have small boulders, a number of small but hard to dig boulders scattered throughout the world, and also metal rich. We need a lot of metal to build complex machinery and other things out of metal. So that looks like fun, right? Alright, let's do it. Let's start up. So the world is being generated procedurally here. So you get a different world every single time based on that seed. That's cool. And now we have to choose 3 duplicates. We get all 3, but we can re-roll their stats if we don't like what we see here, because they have good and bad traits, like this narcoleptic. Lindsay the narcoleptic sometimes just falls asleep periodically for no reason other than that she's a narcoleptic. And then we have a mouth breather, Hassan, and he consumes more air than everybody else, and that's a bad thing, especially in a game called Oxygen Not Included. You do have to generate your own oxygen, and if you run out of it, everybody dies. So having a mouth breather is probably not a good idea. So we can re-roll all of these guys, but before we do so, we're going to choose professions. So we want a cooker. So let's go with a cooker here. We can re-roll. And it doesn't reset the profession, which is nice. So we can just keep re-rolling here until we get something we like. We definitely want cooking at +7 cuisine. So that's going to give us better cooking speed. And that's going to be great. So we have, what do we have here? No, we don't want a bottomless stomach. We want a +7 cuisine for sure. Here we go. Max is +7 cuisine. He's got an iron gut. He's immune to food poisoning, which could be great for a cook. He's also a narcoleptic, just like Lindsay was, and falls asleep periodically. Nah, that's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and choose another profession here. We want a diggerer. And the diggerer should have +7 excavation. +7 is the maximum that you can get here when you're choosing your duplicate. And this guy is also a narcoleptic, but he's an increased learner, increased science, so a quick learner. That's pretty good, but we don't want everybody passing out all over the ground. So that's not so hot. Let's keep rolling. Here we go. Who's this? Nails. Nails is +7 excavation, and he's got twinkle toes, light as a feather on his feet. He's much faster than everybody else, and he's a yokel. Cannot do researching errors. That's okay. He's not going to be a researcher. In fact, we are going to explicitly roll up a researcher, and here we go. This one, Devin is a loud sleeper. We don't want that. Snoring loudly keeps everybody up at night, and then everybody's grumpy. It's not cool. Here we go. We got Ruby. Researching is +7. Increased medicine's good, so she can do some doctoring duties as well, but she cannot cook. It's okay, because you know what? Ruby is not going to be our cook. We already have Max for that. So this one's perfect. Let's go ahead and call this the Punchwood Colony. And we can now embark. Let's do it. And here we are. The Punchwood Colony. I'm going to go ahead and press spacebar, which stops the action. You can do regular speed, medium speed, and fast speed. It's all in real time. And you basically give orders to your duplicants here, and they carry out those orders to the best of their abilities based on schedule and priorities and all that jazz that you usually get in a simulation like this, right? So let's check the place out before we get started. So that, yeah, they're in the center of this asteroid. They were shooting for the surface, but they missed, and they showed up in this printing pod, which is going to periodically print out new duplicates, and that's how you get new people. I think it's every 2.5 cycles you're going to get a new person. If you want a new person, you don't necessarily have to take that new person. Depends on the condition of the colony, right? Now we have these 4 imperatives right here. These are just basic mission goals, and then ultimately we want to breach the temporal tier and escape the asteroid. So that's the ultimate goal, is to survive long enough to build, I guess, a rocket. I don't really know what that means. I've never got that far before. But anyway, let's have a look around our Verdante world. We have this cute little pip up here. I don't know what they do. I think they're relatively new. Again, I haven't played in a long, long time. So we got a lot of new content here that I'm not going to be familiar with. But let's see how far we can get, and we'll have some fun with it. So we have some important features here. Water is something that you're going to be very interested in. In fact, let's just get digging right over to the water right now without further ado. I'm doing all this talking and no action. There we go. Get digging, everybody. Ruby Nails. And I forget the other one. What's your name down there? Max. Right, Max. All right, so now they're digging in, and they're getting little bits of igneous rock. And there's dirt. And there's metal over here. This is aluminum ore. We have natural plants that we can either dig up or use right where they are naturally. We can harvest them. We have more water over here. That's very nice. You know what we really need? We need algae. Yeah, algae right here is going to be useful down the road to generate new oxygen with a like an algae oxygen diffuser or something. I forget what it's called, but we need it to make oxygen. So if we press F1, you can see the oxygen here, and this is the legend that shows you how breathable it is. And right now we're in pretty good shape in our beginning area. It's all breathable gas, because if they run out of oxygen, then they're all obviously going to die. So that's something we need to maintain. Power overlay, we have temperature. Temperatures look good. Green is fine, but down here it gets a little hot, and we don't want to cook our duplicates. That could be very bad. We'll go through all the overlays later. We want to keep these guys moving and doing stuff. We don't want idle dupes. We got plenty to do today, and this indicates the day, cycle 1. So they do have to work and then eat and then sleep. So we got to keep them busy, because we have a lot to do today on day 1. One of the most important things is gathering water. We can do that with a pitcher pump, which manually pumps liquid into bottles for transport. And we're going to put that, put it right here. So they're going to go ahead and build that. And in the meantime, I think we're going to, we've got to build bathrooms and sinks, so they can go to the bathroom and wash their hands. We're going to make a ladder right down here. We can use this space for that, so that way we don't have to dig. Because again, I want to get all this stuff made up, the bathrooms and the beds, before before nightfall for the first day. I want them in beds on day 1. Nice and comfy, so they don't get sore backsides. So we're going to go ahead and build up that ladder. I'm going to change the priority, which you can do like so, just to get them working right away. And that way we can prioritize certain tasks. So let's do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on the 5th spot right here, we're going to make a little floor going across. And you want 4 high. I mean, this is what everybody says. You want about 4 high, because some of the things that we put in here, some of the furniture and machinery, need 4 spaces. So I think as a rule of thumb, you want to go 4 high in most cases. Now, this little pip over here could be a problem. Where you going, buddy? Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want him in our colony. We can lock him out with a door. A pneumatic door, but you know what? We're not going to be able to do that. We're just going to have to let him wander around. I think what these guys do is they eat stuff. They usually take stuff. Yeah, see, pips are pesky, non-hostile critters that subsist on raw lumber. Oh, they eat lumber, but they also bury seeds. And we want seeds. So there he goes. Just going to be a nuisance. Hopefully we can lock him out. If he leaves the colony, we can lock him out somewhere. All right, let's dig that stuff up. If we want to get the bathrooms in here, we might as well just go all the way over. No reason not to. And we're going to put our wash basins and our bathroom, our outhouses right here. This is where we're going to go to the bathroom. And they do have to do that. So you can look at each one of these little duplicates and read all kinds of stats. Oh, dude, let's get that guy. Get him now. Let's put a door right here. We can block him out. We're going to prioritize that. Priority. Let's make that a super high priority. 8. Go. Go. 8. Get over there, Max. Yeah, we're going to lock that little dude out. Hurry it up. That Pip can crawl on his ceilings. It's insane. He's pretty cool. All right. Can you get that right there, please? Somebody. Bloop. And now let's get a wash basin in, which is right here. So I guess the rule of thumb is to come in maybe at least one to put it, because we're going to have a door here. We want a specific room assignment here. So you want to have a door right next to that. And I might just leave one space beyond the door, because sometimes you might want to squeeze something in there. So we're going to put a wash basin there. And let's go to plumbing and put an outhouse over here. But before we do that, I want to see, because we're going to have more than one wash basin. We're going to have at least 2. And then, yeah, all right, we'll put the, where's that outhouse? Put it, no, stop. I missed. I don't want it floating above them. Put it right there. And we've got some people kind of idling about, which I'm not really fond of. So let's go ahead and dig this out. Get some people working, and we'll put the beds over here. And we're running out of time, so we got to get this done pretty quick. Again, I want to get them in their beds when the sun goes down. Let's set the direction to the right on the wash basin, and that means when they come into the bathroom, they pass by the wash basin, they go to the bathroom, and then when they're done, they come out this way. And when they pass this wash basin, they go like, oh, right, I got to wash my hands, because they're going to be coming this direction. That's going to be important. We're going to boost up the priority of the outhouse, and I think that just means it gets cleaned or serviced or something at some point, and you want that a little higher than normal operations. So there we go. Did we lock that little dude out? Yeah, we got the door up. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So over here, we're going to make beds, and I think we still have time for this. So let's go to furniture. They're actually called cots, but we're going to put a door here, space 1, 2, and then 3. And hopefully they get those done before nightfall. So now this was filled with water. You can see it right there. It shows it in that little tube. And then this shows the gauge here, how full it is of waste. So that has to get emptied once in a while. Oh, you guys are done? Holy smokes. All right, well, let's give them something to do. Actually, let's assign the beds first. I'm going to make the first bed for Max. Nails, you get the second bed, and then Ruby over here. Nobody's allowed sleeper or anything crazy like that, so we don't have to worry about Spreading them out. I'm going to press Y, which is harvesting. And I'm going to harvest these plants right here, which are actually food plants. So some of these are food. What is that? It's an arbor tree. As far as I know, this one drops wooden branches, so we don't have to harvest it. I'm going to leave it right there, but we definitely want to start harvesting the food plants, which is that one right there, the mealwood. That guy right there, some kind of a interesting fruit on it. That one is an oxyfern. That's something new. So this thing actually absorbs carbon dioxide. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool because it actually uses carbon dioxide and then it emits oxygen. So it generates oxygen and it takes CO2 out of the air for us naturally. So that's pretty good. All right, so there they go. And they're going to collect the harvest. And we're going to make a couple of bins over here. Let's put a bin here. These extra storage bins. I'm going to dig in this way. There's a little metal there too. Might as well grab it. All right, things are looking up. Things are looking pretty good here. Now for bathrooms, my understanding is it's always a good idea to put one bump tile here so that if they do pee or poop on the floor, that waste doesn't flow out and then down and contaminate other parts of the base. So that's not a bad idea. And we're gonna do something over here. Let's put a pneumatic door here in the bedroom. We want to turn this into an actual bedroom. Sounds like it's getting late. Let's hustle it up. I want to make that a high priority. Get that door done. And we are going to just open this one, so the next time someone walks past it, they'll open it. And I think we're looking pretty good, guys. Ooh, there's a little bug or something over here. Oh, they're gonna eat. Did they finish the door? They finished the door. Fantastic. Just in time. So this is a room, and these confer morale bonuses. We got a +1 morale effect right now because it's a lovely bedroom, sorta. Let's go ahead and assign some stuff to the storage. Put raw minerals, seeds, and metal ore. All right, so somebody just went to the bathroom, washing your hands. Good job, Max. Excellent work. And now let's see what else we can do while we're still waiting for the sun to go down. We have a couple more minutes. Oh, no, we don't. And that's it. That's it for the day. Not too shabby. Look at that. We have an outhouse. We have a wash basin made. We got 3 beds and even a bedroom. So I consider that a successful first day. Not too bad at all, considering I haven't played this in a really long time. However, I did, in a test run, get about this far. I actually got through day 2, and then after that, it's all downhill from there. But it should be interesting once things get a little more stressful and challenging. The beginning's not too bad, but I know the basics, and we seem to be in pretty good shape so far. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. I'm going to open these up so we can see what's in here specifically. Yeah, guys, we're going to call it quits right here. This episode's long enough for an introduction to Oxygen Not Included, and we'll pick up right here in the next episode and get working on some new stuff. Oh, look at this Ruby. Ruby's doing a great job. What are you spraying in there? Let the guy finish first. My gosh. No patience. So she just sucked up the poop or something in here. I'm not really sure. But these do generate polluted dirt, and we're going to have to deal with the polluted dirt eventually. I think what she did was she de-germed. So let's have a look before we go at some of these overlays. Yeah, the germ overlay, she cleaned it up. But sometimes you can see like little fingerprints all around this, all the germs. But fortunately, she cleaned it up. So there's no germs right now, but they can get sick from germs. So that's a great idea. We have decor overview here as well. We're gonna have to put in like paintings and statues to keep everybody happy and sane. Otherwise, they go crazy and they start doing some bad things. We have a ventilation overview here. You can build vents, which we're going to do eventually to let gases come and go freely that could cause problems. We have a plumbing overview here as well. We're going to get into all sorts of plumbing, pushing and pulling, and liquids and that sort of thing. We have a light overlay. Apparently lights now provide morale bonuses, so we're going to have to create some light. We have a light bug down here, a shine bug. We could try to let him inside and he'll provide some light. We have the materials overlay, all kinds of materials out there. Then again, we did the temperature, we did the power. Did we look at power? No, we didn't look at power overlay. We'll do this in the next episode. We're going to build up some power, machinery, and then obviously the oxygen. And this is probably the most important one. The red is bad, and the blue is usually okay, and that's over time going to become an issue. And then the room overlay. So yeah, that's farming overlay too. So here we have the farming overlay. So yeah, lots to do in this game. There's lots more to see, and we shall continue in the next episode and try to develop and evolve our little punchwood colony here and survive and thrive in the long run, and then escape, right? If we can get to it. All right, so that's it for now. Once again, this is an oxygen not included. Link is down below in the description. Check it out if you like what you saw here. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.